Have you noticed tension in your body that lingers no matter what you do? You stretch, you meditate, you talk it out, but that tightness in your jaw, that clench in your chest, that knot in your gut, it stays. Last week, I shared with Carla a simple technique that I call blowing through tension. She didn't fully get it at first, but she tried it anyway, and what happened surprised her. In this video, Carla shares what shifted in her body and why she now believes that you don't have to fully understand something for it to work. Sometimes the change we need isn't logical, it's physiological. Hi. Last week I explained to Carla how to use the technique that I call blowing through tension. It's a very simple technique, but not necessarily easy to understand how to do. So she's been using it during the week, and I want to explain to you what has happened and how she's been doing with it. So here she is.
Yeah, so Anne told me about this technique, and I didn't understand it. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, you just focus on the place where you're having the tension, and then you blow through it. And it didn't quite, I don't really get it. Like, what does that mean? Blow through it. Blow through what? So I just pretended. I just went in there to different places where I felt tension, and I was just like, it looked ridiculous. It felt ridiculous, but I just kept doing it. And
how often and how much?
Well, I would be tapping, and then I would just get tired of tapping, or I would feel emotional, and then I would just.
Did you have a particular pain that you were working on?
Sometimes I had a physical pain. Sometimes I had emotional pain. I think it's more been emotional pain. But I've just been tuning into my body and just doing it without even understanding what it was going to do. Because every time you explained it to me, it didn't make any sense. And I just didn't get it up here. But I'm learning that my body can get it without my mind getting it. And so I felt the pain, and then I started blowing and blowing and blowing. And then I would just stop and do some more tapping, or I would just rest. And I had this strange thing happen like the day before yesterday. I was waking up in the morning, and I did my normal little routine of my breath work and my meditation and the things I do. And then I just felt like this crack in this side of my jaw. Not like a bad crack, just kind of like a creaking crack, like when you pop your back and your vertebrae go back into place. And then I had all this like freedom in this side of my jaw. Like, it was so open, and like this was like clenchy, and this was open. And it was like, whoa, I think I just did the thing. And I didn't even really know what I was doing. And so I just had to tell Anne, because I was like, was that the thing? Did I do the thing? So I'm not sure, Anne, that I have to understand what I'm doing to make it work in my body. I'm just wondering if I just meet resistance and tension and pain, and I just meet it with my breath and my presence, and that's what it needs.
Yeah, I think it is. The blowing, the slow blowing out through the mouth, it does something with the vagus nerve, right? It relaxes the vagus nerve.
That's right.
And we're focusing on something. So we're focusing on pain or sensation, hopefully a physical place within the body. So we're focusing there. We're trying to imagine that we're blowing through that place. And as we do that, the tension releases. So what happened to Carla happens to me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 times a day.
Oh my God. I had one.
But she hears it happening a lot. She's heard it happening a lot in my neck. So
I've heard it in her. I just didn't know what it sounded like in me.
Right. And within you, it sounds big, right?
It does. It sounds really big. It's a little like if you've ever gone snorkeling and you hear the fish chewing on the coral. It's kind of like this creaky sound.
Yes. Which is the adhesions in the connective tissue loosening up and releasing.
It's crazy.
So yeah, it's a really powerful technique.
And what was amazing to me was just like the amount of relief, and like I didn't know I was holding tension until I wasn't holding tension. And then I was like, what is even happening over here? Like, it was so different. The contrast was huge. So
And that is the thing that is so hard to convey, is how much tension we hold inside of ourselves, but we are not aware of it.
Yeah.
It's stuck in our subconscious mind. We don't know it's there. So now Carla knows that there was some there, because it's not until we step beyond it that we realize it was there. So doing this work can help you realize what's there, and then you can keep going. You've got incentive, right? You know what it can do, and you can just keep going and just let it do what it needs to do.
Yeah, and I just want to say, you said about the subconscious mind, and my brain can overthink, like the subconscious mind. But what I understand from what you said is we do have this subconscious mind that pushes away the trauma, that pushes away the pain, because it gets too much to have to experience that all. So it's really understandable to push it away and like take care of it later, right? Then it just stays stuck in your body. And so this is why I really love this technique. I didn't really understand it for the longest time, and I just had my first experience with it.
And I actually believe now at this point that the subconscious mind and the connective tissue could be one and the same. It's that tension held in the connective tissue that affects...
I'm not there yet. I'm just here. Right here in this moment.
It's the tension that's in the connective tissue that affects how we behave and how we react, because it's stored in there from our past and our childhood, and it's affecting us. So this is reversing that. It's opening up the subconscious mind, and it's allowing you to change. So thank you for sharing that, Carla.
Thanks, everyone.
So let me explain the technique to you in as much detail as I can, so hopefully you understand it better than Carla did the first time. Now, some people can feel the sensations of emotions. If so, you can work on those sensations. Most people can't though, but you might be able to feel tension, or you might be able to feel pain, and that's something you can work on with this technique. One thing to keep in mind is that sometimes this technique can make pain seem more intense. And that is because you're kind of blowing away the mist around the pain. You'll be able to pinpoint exactly where the pain is coming from in a way that you couldn't before. And that sometimes makes the pain seem more intense. So if you don't want that to happen, don't use this technique. But if you want to work through the pain and release the tension, then certainly try this technique. So what you're going to do is you're going to blow out very slowly out through your mouth, like you're blowing through a straw. So it's very slow. While you're doing that slow breathing out through your mouth, you're going to imagine, so you might want to close your eyes. You're going to imagine that you are blowing that air through where the tension is. So you're going inside. So if I have a cut on my finger, obviously I can blow on it out here. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about focusing on the inside on the pain or the tension. Do you understand the difference? It's not easy to do if you're not used to doing that focusing work, but doing this work allows you to develop that skill. So you're just gonna blow through your mouth slowly while imagining that you're blowing through the pain or tension. Just do it for a whole breath, and then maybe take another couple of breaths, and then do it again. Just blow slowly into the pain, into the sensations, into the tension, and just keep doing it. Do it whenever you think about it. Just blow into it and see what happens. In my experience, it gives it the attention that it's asking for. And that's what pain is. It's a call for attention. You're giving it the attention it's asking for. And when it's had enough attention, it will release. Now, it might not release exactly where the pain is. It might release somewhere else, which is what Carla experienced, right? Was the release in her jaw. And for me, the release is often in my jaw or my neck, regardless of where I'm working in the body. But over time, if you do this work, it should release the pain and the tension. Good luck.